Hi, it's Patrick with HCC Specialty Cars in Dallas, and we're doing a Patrick's Take on a 1996 Porsche 911 993 C2 manual transmission. This car is painted in arena red metallic. It was the launch color for this particular model with a black leather interior. This car has 49,000 miles, and it shows like a car with many fewer miles than that. So we're particularly happy to have this car. We purchased it from the owner, and we were delighted when we received it last week, as it pretty much rolled off the truck in very close to perfect condition. So a few of the things that I really like about this car that stand out to me immediately is how glossy and original the paint is. We went through and paint metered all of the paint, and it really measures as new. As we typically do, we replace the headlight lenses. We have not yet on this car, the fog lights, but we freshened them up on that. The windshield on this car is in fantastic shape. The condition of the paint, even the things like the sunroof seals, all of the seals that go around the body, the fender here, you know, we always look for rust under there. There is none of those issues with this car. Has the Cup 2 wheels on it. Fresh, good wheels, fresh tires. Car has has a really nice record of service records from 2012. Sort of all of the ordinary things that happen with these cars, plugs and wires, valve cover gaskets, you know, all of those kinds of things have been addressed, even to the point of the distributor belt being changed, which is something that you don't know can be a problem until it is. The car had been ceramic coated. Before they did that, they changed out the stone guards, so that looks really, really fresh. Whomever did it did as good a job as we normally do, i.e. didn't take any paint off. So those are areas that you have to watch for. Interestingly enough, if you walk to the back of this car, it was ordered as a badge delete car. So it has no badge, so we left it that way. And as you walk around the passenger side, you might catch a little glimpse of sun that shows how absolutely shiny and good condition the paint is on this car. So from the body perspective, the paint perspective, the exterior cosmetics, there's nothing nothing that I don't just absolutely love and super impressed by. There are some stone chips on the front as usual, and it also appears to me that the front bumper has not been resprayed, which is also unusual. They're usually resprayed by now, but you'll see a few nicks that have been touched up. But for me, that's as close to perfect as you can get with a car that has 49,000 miles. So let me go to the inside of this one. Really like this color combination of, probably hard to get depth in the camera, but the black interior on the arena red looks really nice. The seats have been very, very well cared for. The leather is still very soft. It's never been dyed. I mean, it's just like, it's very, very good. I won't say just like new. We did actually have an arena red black car that was like new. Y'all may remember in our YouTube archives, it was a 4,000 mile car. This one is a very, very close second to that. It's just in great shape. This car just has the simple CD Porsche radio, does not have the hi-fi system, which is nice. It's a little bit easier to upgrade the speakers and the doors if you ever choose to do that. Somewhere along the line, someone's installed some very, very nice carpet mats, plush mats that are secured. Shifter's in great shape, no unusual wear. Air conditioning works great. Everything is just all original in this car, perhaps with the exception that they added a cup in between the seats instead of what was probably a CD holder or oftentimes a cassette holder in cars with a cassette. Everything in the back is just as it should be. Really, really, really nice car. That's the unique thing about this car. It really does not seem to have had any modifications. We have online, we have pictures of the underside, and it's very, very clean, and no modifications to the suspension or anything like that. So this is our very original, non-modified 993 C2 in the launch color of arena red, and it's just absolutely wonderful. A couple more things that I'd like to talk about on this car that again makes it very clean and unique. So first impressions mean a lot when you open up the front trunk of a 993. When you see a carpet that is this sort of crisp and clean and not saggy or droopy or undone, it says a lot about that particular car and how well it's been cared for and been used. So this is a very nice carpet. Nobody's put tools in here that makes this flop down or anything like that. That's actually for the safety triangle in parts of the world that require those, like Europe. So going here, it's all here. So we've got the compressor, got the toolbox and the jack. Everything's where it should be. It's actually stored in the right place, which is great. And you know, I like what I see. Sometimes these are missing. They tend to get taken by either owners who sell the cars or people who encounter the cars with service or what have you. But all of the little fasteners and stuff on the carpets are there. So like what I see here, we have our sticker showing the options on the car. This car does have the limited slip and the ABD, which is the brake. So cool to have that option. That's sort of the sporting spec. Good build from the beginning to pick that. And then in the engine compartment, obviously the 96 cars have the Carrera Ram. This car has had the motor mounts replaced. Everything is just clean, doesn't look oily, dirty. The belts are fresh. I see all the stickers, you know, no paint work or anything back here that's not working. We verify the spoilers work and that the spoiler, whatever that piece of plastic is, I forget what it's called, but that sort of accordion thing in there works well. This car has it all. So the drive is next. Alright, here we go. Do a little drive out of our street, let the car warm up, and let me make some adjustments to get the car just perfect. Really, really nice. So what I'm going to explain all the good things that I'm sensing here. Mirror controls work. I have to adjust those. I haven't driven this car in a bit. AC is blowing very cold on me. We're hot here in Dallas, but I feel it. Don't have to have it cranked up too loudly. So I feel very clean leather. The steering wheel has not been overly worn. Same with the shifter. It just feels fresh and right. This car does have the standard suspension, so it's a little softer in the ride, which can be good. All right, goes right into first while rolling, and again, I can't really have much fun with it to keep the RPMs below 4 until the car warms up. Sounds great, healthy, and maybe you can see it, but the gauges on this car are very, very fresh, bright orange needles, which to me is consistent with the rest of the car in the sense that it hasn't seen a lot of sun or aging. This is always the hardest part, waiting for the car to warm up. So we'll do our little lap between a couple bridges we go over and a variety of roads that give us a pretty good sense of everything. You'll notice the car is very quiet inside. So what you can't see is the tail. The spoiler activates up and down as it should. No, obviously, lights on or anything. Just as new. Still taking a while before it's warm. We're not there yet. We're getting close. Turns in Dallas, so you have to enjoy the view that we have, and we are officially warm enough to enjoy the car now. anything dramatic with as far as shifting and accelerating. It's fun to do, but the transmissions they're not made for fast anything. Just shift like so easily both up and down. So what a great car. That was a fun little acceleration. Feels very, very strong. I'm not sure if you heard me while we were moving, but the Vario RAM does kick in somewhere. I think it's around 5. I'm not sure exactly what statistically it is, but it sure feels, you kind of hear it honestly more than you feel it, but it's a little extra boost, and certainly an extra good noise. Brakes feel good, no shake or shimmy, everything just feels so soft. Very nice. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite 993s that we've had in a while. Rarely do they come so well done and in good condition and drive like this, so really pleased to have it. Well, we're back. My take on this car is I challenge you to find one nicer. It really is amazing. Great car. Feels great, sort of needs nothing. Somebody could get it, put some new suspension in it, potentially, if they wanted a more modern feel to it, or just roll it the way it is. It's fantastic. One thing I did not mention, this car did come with a rear wiper, and that's been removed, but we have it. We can replace it if the next owner would like it back on. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.